I'm WHOT's Jasmine Cooper. With less than 2 weeks away in the Hattiesburg mayoral election, the two top contenders are spending the rest of their days campaigning. This story tops your More Local News report. Mayor Johnny Dupree received a major endorsement today from James Biden. He's the brother of Vice President Joe Biden. Biden was visiting Jackson, and he said he decided to come down to the Hub City to show support for Mayor Dupree. The Dupree campaign held a breakfast this morning at the Mrs. Butterbean's restaurant in downtown Hattiesburg. Dupree supporters were able to shake hands with Biden. Dupree says he is grateful for the endorsement, and he is looking forward to the special election scheduled for September 24th. School ratings are out, and there's more good news for Mississippi districts. According to the Department of Education, 18 districts were A-rated last year. Lamar County and Petal schools are both on that list. Only 3 earned A's in the previous year, and fewer districts earned a F grade. That's compared to 15 to 20 a year earlier. 3 of the 7 districts under the state takeover saw grades improve. Hattiesburg and Laurel public school districts are rated at a C. Forest and Jones counties both received B's. United Blood Services hosts a blood drive for those who lost their lives on September 11th. About 20 people donated blood at the Hattiesburg Fire and Police Training Academy. Lieutenant John Traxler says the drive was originally set up to honor the victims of 9/11 and to help Deputy Dean Stevens from Lamar County, who has cancer. However, doctors announced that he is in remission, so now the blood donated today can be used for everyone in the community. Those who donated signed this fire helmet, which will be donated to the United Blood Services in New York City. Organizers say it's important to give back to those who put their lives on the line each day to protect others. Prosecutors are filing documents accusing Jackson County Sheriff Mike Byrd for intimidating witnesses. WHOT has more in Mississippi news. The documents mention that Byrd intimidated sheriff's deputies who testified before the grand jury that indicted Byrd. The charges in the 31-count criminal indictment include fraud, extortion, embezzlement, and perjury. The motion filed Tuesday by a district attorney asked a circuit judge to revoke Byrd's bond. If a judge agrees, Byrd will be taken to jail. Byrd paid a $31,000 bond the day he was arrested. A status hearing in his criminal case is scheduled for September 20th in Pascagoula. Byrd is serving his 4th term as sheriff in Jackson County. Good evening, I'm WHOT's Jasmine Cooper. A wanted man is caught after being accused of kidnapping and raping a minor. Police across the state were on the lookout for a 31-year-old James Toxie Yeverton in his 2006 Chevy pickup when he was found in Flowood. The Ridgeland man talked with the victim on an electronic device. Then Yeverton traveled to Jasper County to meet. Authorities say the suspect took the victim to the hotel where the two engaged in sexual activities. He is charged with 1 count of kidnapping and 1 count of statutory rape. Yeverton's bond was set at $150,000. The case will be presented to the next term of the Jasper County grand jury. The U.S. News and World Report ranks William Carey University as the #1 best value school in the South. The ratings were released earlier this week. U.S. News based its calculations off the cost and equality of the educations the students receive. William Carey University Provost Dr. Scott Humrill says William Carey's ranking as the #1 best value school in the South region is a huge honor. He says William Carey has grown significantly over the last few years. Rankings are measured by the cost, among other things.
Rich Radio 88.5, the Rolling Stones, from the fantastic album Exile on Main Street.
For 43 years, USM Radio has served the Pine Belt area, but remains under the radar.
USM Radio, I don't really know that much about it. I know it's connected to the university, but other than that, I'm not really sure. Maybe I've listened to it a couple times. What is it again?
General Manager Justin Martin plans to change all
that. Willie Green, it's a little bit after 11. Good morning.
The first thing was trying to get people energized back about the station. One of the main things that we can really offer is music that you don't really find everywhere else.
And some of the other changes include a USM tailgate series.
Just 3 hours before the home games, we have a concert. And the first 45 minutes the band plays, Eagle Walk happens for 30 minutes, and then there's another 45-minute set of the band.
And Southern Miss
today
News.
On Roots Radio 88.5. Southern Miss Today is it's a news and interview show. We get guests on air and we interview them. It ranges from everything from public officials and people from downtown Hattiesburg to students. We have Miss USM coming on today.
The student-based station works to bring all things Americana to the Pine Belt.
music that comes from music that was originated here in the United States, in America.
USM Radio reaches a 30-mile radius, but with the internet,
We are worldwide.
reporting for Hub City TV, I'm Jasmine Cooper.
It's a disease that attacks the central nervous system. Some of the symptoms are tingling of the feet and hand.
One local MS spokeswoman describes the pain and discomforts of having multiple sclerosis. To help fight the battle against MS, hundreds gathered at the University of Southern Mississippi's Longleaf Trace to participate in the annual MS Walk. According to MS Program Director Phyllis Epps, the MS Walk is a rallying point to help researchers raise critical funds for the MS community.
These walks are very important, both for individuals that's been diagnosed with MS, family members that's been diagnosed, friends.
But every footstep is a reminder that the disease does not discriminate.
It's something that you just can't put a finger on. You can't put a face to it.
MS advocate Amanda Stinson was recently diagnosed in early 2007 and says the fight against MS helped her overall motivation.
MS brought me to my knees physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And while I was on my knees, I got closer to my family, closer to God, my friends, and I realized what truly, really is and isn't important.
With next year's walk plans already underway, the Stinson family says they are ready to suit up once again to follow Amanda's inspirational lead.
We're thinking of ways to do monthly things to get money, so we'll have it at the end of the year.
For more information on MS, visit the National Multiple Sclerosis Society webpage. Reporting for Hub City TV, I'm Jasmine Cooper.
You know, anything you do, you want to be really good at, especially me. If I do it, I want to do it well. I want to do it to the best of my abilities.
Actress Audra Cummings refers to her leading role in Just Over the Rainbow's theater production, Crimes of the Heart.
I just didn't like his stinking looks. I don't like yours much either, chick the stick.
The award-winning play, written by Mississippi native Beth Henley, tells the tale of three very dysfunctional sisters in a dark, tragic comedy.
The play is about a dysfunctional family. It's the McGrath sisters who live in Hazelhurst, Mississippi, and they've gathered at the family home to deal with a myriad of problems.
My hair's falling out my comb and my face is getting pinched up.
According to the play's director, Michael Marks, the hilarious comedy did not receive initial success.
For a long time, the show was turned down. She shopped it out to sundry regional theaters who declined to produce it. And then, of course, it went on to win the Pulitzer, and the next year everybody had it in their season.
Actress Leah Thagard, who plays Lenny McGrath in the show, has a very special connection to Henley.
Beth Henley is actually my cousin. Our grandmothers were sisters.
Thagard says she's very proud of her cousin's accomplishment.
When Beth won the prize, it had been over 20 years since a woman had won the play, so it was quite an honor for her and even our family. We were very proud of her.
Although written in the late 70s, Marks believes Crimes of the Heart stands the test of time, bringing new and older generations together.
We're very fortunate that in this day and time, a couple of decades since the playwright penned the show, to have a sellout crowd to experience Crimes of the Heart, but hopefully it will be introduced to a new generation and live on that way.
Technical director Chris Wooten also found designing the set challenging.
Because it's a kitchen and it's a period piece, I had to find the right appliances and make the right look for it.
To help bring 70s feel to life, Wooten used some unique resources.
So I pulled out some yearbooks. That was my favorite thing, was going through annuals and looking at hairstyles and clothing, particularly because even though they were teenagers I was looking at, they didn't wear jeans. That was not the norm in the 70s. It was a more dressy time. Had to wear slacks to school and hard-soled shoes and that kind of thing. So I had a good time looking at that. Then I went to my family, basically. I went back and I remember growing up, my grandmother had certain things in her house, so I looked for those things.
Reporting for Hub City TV, I'm Jasmine Cooper.